Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Primetime Pulse, where we dive into the most shocking and intriguing stories of our time. Tonight, we're going to explore some of the most disturbing connections that have been uncovered in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. We've got 90 names, folks, and they're all linked to this infamous financier who was known for his shady dealings and alleged sex trafficking ring. From powerful politicians to famous celebrities, no one seems to be immune from the Epstein network. But let's take a closer look at some of these names that have raised eyebrows. First up, we've got Donald Trump. Now, you might think it's just another example of Trump's checkered past, but what's interesting is that Epstein had a connection to one of Trump's business partners, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is also a close associate of the financier. But Trump isn't the only high-profile name on this list. We've got Michael Jackson, the king of pop, who allegedly had a long-term relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell back in the 1990s. Some have even speculated that Epstein might have used his connections to get Jackson access to his victims. Then there's Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, who was accused of having sex with one of Epstein's alleged victims when she was just 17 years old. The royal family has denied any wrongdoing, but the damage control efforts have been under scrutiny for months now. Other notable names on this list include Bill Clinton, who had multiple trips to Epstein's private island in the Caribbean, and Leslie Wexner, the billionaire CEO of L Brands, whose company owns Bath and Body Works. But here's the thing, these connections aren't just limited to Trump and his associates. We've also got names like Les Wexner, Bill Clinton, and even Prince Andrew, who all have ties to Epstein. It seems that this network was a lot more extensive than we initially thought. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what's the big deal? These guys are just connected to one person. But the thing is, when you start digging deeper, it becomes clear that this was a massive cover-up. There are countless stories and allegations that have been swept under the rug for years. One of the most disturbing revelations comes from the testimony of Virginia Giuffre, who claims she was trafficked by Epstein to see numerous high-profile men, including Trump, Clinton, and Prince Andrew. Her story has sparked a renewed conversation about accountability and the need for justice in these cases. As Primetime Pulse continues to explore this complex web of corruption and abuse, one thing is clear. We can't just move on from these stories without addressing the systemic issues that allowed them to happen in the first place. The Epstein scandal is far from over, and it's up to us to keep pushing for truth and justice. That's all for tonight. Thanks for joining us on Primetime Pulse.